comments about Saturday,
Well,
and we'll follow with questions.
Tough. It was just a tough loss. Certainly, in our guys' fault. As a football coach, you're always proud of that. We fought to the end. We just made too many mistakes. You know, that's as honest as I can be. We had opportunities to score numerous times, and that's something that we've got to correct as coaches and players. We've got to make sure that we really work on finite details, and you know, it's a frustrating loss, but guess what? It's a loss, and it's spilt milk, and we got to go on, and we got to move on to the next game, and certainly looking forward to getting on the practice field and looking forward to going to work. So it's just ready to get back on the field.
Coach, you attribute these mistakes to you on that side of the football?
You know, like I said, in all mistakes, I'll take it all. You know, I really do. I mean, I'm the football coach. I'm the head football coach. We've got to limit those mistakes, and that's something that we've got to do if we want to be successful. I still say this: we're a good football team. I mean, we're 5 points from being 5-2, and we're 18 points from being 6-1. But guess what? We're 3-4, and that's the reality of it, where we're at. And so, but again, it's not. We just got to go to work. I want us to be the team that I know we can be, and that's something that's a challenge I have for our coaches, for our players. We just got to go to work, and we just got to take care of little things. And if we do that, we'll be okay. But the little things have to be taken care of first, or they lead to big things. So, again, we're battling. You know, and as a football coach, I sit there and I'm proud of that. I've never once not seen this football team. And how many times, win, lose, or draw, have you seen us battle back to the end in almost every situation? And that's what we did again. I mean, we got in a hole. You know, we got down. I'll take you through it because it's still. I don't sleep on Saturday nights. I can take you through it play by play, Tim, because I just think about it. Look at the wall and think about it every minute of the night. But you know, we go down there and we get ourselves in scoring position. First of all, we had a misexecution in our passing game that led to a quick 6 for Charlotte, and then we go down there and we got 6 on the line of scrimmage, and we get a touchdown taken off the board down the red zone. Then we have another going in about the 8-yard line, another turnover. You know, those things will get you beat. It always will. If you don't protect the football and you don't handle those details, you get beat. Like I said, I'll take credit for all of it. That's my job, and I'm fine with it. But we've got to really work on the details and get better there. And again, I'll keep saying I like this football team. We're just gonna keep battling. We're gonna keep chopping wood, and we're gonna go to work. He's doing good. Jack's doing good. You know, he got banged up a little bit, but I fully expect him to start and play Saturday, Tyler.
He ended up with stitches, or
I think he had a little. You know, but I think he's good there. I hadn't checked him. I hadn't been on the beauty brigade right there checking to see if he was stitched up. But I think he just had a little. I don't think he had a stitch, but he might have.
Right. And Watley, when he came in, obviously
he did really good. Tate did really good. Tate actually, Tim, he was our offensive player of the week, and you know, I thought he led our football team well, and certainly you know, was really pleased with the way he played. And our defensive player was Sherrod Ruff. Thought Sherrod was all over the field. Thought he had a lot of tackles for loss and played well. And Nicario Harper was our special teams player of the week.
With Watley, is that what he did Saturday? Is that kind of what you saw when you recruited him?
Yes, yeah, it really is. I think just looking at the two, Tyler, I saw a lot of similarities in Tate with Austin, and then I saw a lot of similarities with Nick and Jack. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at those two guys. But again, Tate had a good game, but we got to, you know, that's something we have to do each and every week, and you know, I'm looking forward to watching him develop.
Coach, this isn't the first time that this has happened. You've had occasions this season beforehand where you're moving the ball well between 20.
Yeah, it's frustrating, Tim. It really is. You know, I mean, you look at it. We've had opportunities. You know, I mean, heck, what do we outgain them? 465 to 260 or something. I mean, you know, and we lose the game. But then again, that's what happens when you turn the ball over. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, you can cut every stat you want, but the stats don't count. That scoreboard's what counts, and we've got to protect the football. And we get down there and give ourselves an opportunity, and we can't have those turnovers lead to cheap scores. That's what kind of got us this game, and it got us in the Monroe game. So you know, again, it's just you have to protect the ball. That's football, and that's something we have to do better.
punter you didn't feel was ready to come in that situation?
Well, to be honest with you, Tim, I was going to give him opportunity in there, and I just don't think he felt like he was ready to roll yet. So, you know what I'm saying? So we wound up going with the youngster, and he did a great job.
What are you seeing from Marshall?
It's just a good football team. Marshall's a good team. They're a football team that, again, they play fast on defense, and they're a football team on offensively that's multidimensional. They can run it, they can throw it. So, again, we know, and I say it, I'm a worn-out record. It's Conference USA play. We got another good football team coming to town, and you know we've got to have a great week, and we got to come out on Saturday and we got to execute, and that's something we didn't do last week.
They've kind of established a reputation a little bit. They play a certain style. They get certain guys.
Mm-hmm.
A similar team.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Marshall's a good football team as always, and they're a team that has our utmost respect. And we know, again, with Marshall and with almost every Conference USA team we play, we know it's going to be a battle for 60 minutes. Every Conference USA team we play, so we know we got a big challenge ahead. But you know, when you come off a game like that, I think I speak for the team. You're ready to get back on the field. You know, those are hard to walk off the field and sit on. So we're ready to get back out there, and hopefully we'll have a great week of practice. We'll come ready to play, and we'll parlay what we did on the practice field to the game field.
Don't want to cast aspersions, but
Mm-hmm.
Sean Field, you're still fine with.
Yeah. I mean, Parker again. That was, you know, he's still our starting kicker, but certainly he's had a few ups and downs this year. But sometimes that goes with the kicking game. So we have complete confidence in Parker, and you know he's our kicker.
Jalen, you hope is going to make progress.
You hope so, but you know those high ankles are a little tricky. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see how he is this week.
And been getting good play out of the guys that been on.
Yeah, those guys are playing well. I mean, you know, I felt like, you know, all those guys, Tim and Jordan and Quez, I think they've played really well. I think our receiving core has gotten better and better each week. And again, we made some big plays. We had some explosive plays at wide receiver, and those guys did some. DeMichael had a big explosive there, you know what I'm saying, in the fourth quarter, which got us kind of back into the game. But those guys have all played well. They're tough guys. They're competitors. They'll be ready to play.
Introduce Lieutenant Colonel Kirk J. Junker, who is joining Coach Hopson for a few minutes to talk about Military Appreciation Day at the Rock this Saturday. The 177th Armored Brigade, stationed at Camp Shelby, who partnered with us last year for the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl, will once again have their decal displayed on the special helmet that we have on the table for our game this weekend. Colonel Junker, if you would start by just, you know, talk about this weekend, and then Coach, I'll have you talk, and then we'll answer with some questions, okay?
All right, great. Hey, so yeah, like I said, Kirk Junker, I work down at Camp Shelby, and the school here has been gracious enough to let us give us some tickets to the game, so we'll have a lot of soldiers here, and they also highlighted us on the helmet again, which we do appreciate. And of course, we're the only active duty unit in the state of Mississippi, and so we really appreciate y'all welcoming us. And it's really great. I've lived all over the world, and literally, and this is the one place where we come and we really feel like we're at home. And just the great people down here in Hattiesburg and the Pine Belt, making my family feel welcome. And it's just things like this that make us feel even more welcome. And it's something we don't see anywhere else we live, and so we really do appreciate it.
Well, thanks, Colonel. I can speak for Southern Miss and Southern Miss football program. Thank you for all you do, and you guys do the important work, the job that really counts. And thank you for keeping us safe at night, and thank you for all the sacrifices. We certainly appreciate you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
We'll open up with questions. Anybody have any questions?
You said this kind of happened last year as well.
Yeah, so at the bowl game last year, they had our emblem on the back of the helmet as well, and so we appreciate the connection with them, because maybe it's a different battlefield, but the idea of every time you take the field, you got to have this attitude of winning, and we share that with them. And certainly you come out and you go out there with expected result, and maybe it doesn't always happen the way you wanted to or the way you expected it to, but you always got to have that attitude that you're not going to come in second place. And so and we share that with them, and we appreciate them highlighting us.
Probably a silly question. Do you got to get clearance for something like that? I mean, that's your guys' gig, but to put it on another piece of clothing or a helmet in this case, does the government or the higher-ups gotta say, yeah, go ahead? That's fine.
Well, we do it through our public affairs, and they handle all that for us. Yeah.
All right, Coach Hopson, I have a
Yep,
question for
yep.
you. I know that, your father was in the military.
He was at Camp Shelby for about 18 years, actually. He used to he was in the reserve down there for about 18 years, yeah.
Right, so does this have a special connection with
It does. I can remember as a kid, my dad going down to Camp Shelby, and again, it's certainly, I can remember those days, and just I can't tell Colonel enough how much we appreciate everything that they do and the sacrifices. Our military, every night you go to bed in America, you go to bed and you feel like you're in a safe country that provides you with every liberty that you have, and these are the guys that are on the battlefields. We talk about winning a game and going to war and battling, but these guys are really going to war and they're battling. They're putting their lives on the line every day and every night, and you just can't thank them enough. And so I went down to the Camp Shelby this summer. I'd like to get one of those tanks and carry it through Eagle Walk right there, and we bring it onto the field and get a few more artillery guns and fire them off in the end zone. But we really kind of do want to be a military school. I mean, Camp Shelby means so much to Hattiesburg and the Pine Belt area. We just want to support them, and that's something I think would be neat, and we want the soldiers here as much as we can have them.
Other than the emblem, is there anything that will be done Saturday, whether pregame or halftime or anything to salute you guys?
Yeah, I do know that we have a lot of folks attending the game, but I'm not sure if there's anything else that we're doing.
I'll double check, Alan. From what I understand, we're gonna have a couple extra cannons on the field, and then I think there's gonna be a military vehicle that's gonna be in Eagle Walk on Saturday as well, and I'll confirm all that for Saturday. Anything else? Colonel, thank you.
Thank you.
Colonel, thanks. Appreciate it.
Colonel,
Colonel,
just wanna have a
thank you.
seat.